Go. Hi, my name is Buddy the Elf, and I came from the North Pole. I'm looking for my dad. He doesn't know I exist. His name's Bob. Does anyone know where he is? What about Bob? Well, Bob moved me into this house last summer after I got released from the North Pole temporarily on grounds of insanity. But Bob had to kick me out because I remodeled the whole house, and Christmas canes and Christmas spirit and Christmas music. And HOA threatened to make him move. So a little bit about me. So I grew up learning disabled. I had ADD, which meant all different dads. But for me, it meant ADHD. So my mom went to a group for parents of ADD, kids of ADD, but she realized it was all these like trashy women there. And it was because of the fact that it was a group for all different dads. She didn't know that it was for that, not ADD. So I went to Oakwood School, where I bounced off the walls, and then I went to St. Mary's School, also known as the Basilica. That's where they made me an elf. So then I went back to Oakwood, and in those years I was socially awkward, got made fun of, especially when I wore this into school. For some reason people made fun of me on the first day of school. So then I was sent to boarding school. Oh, great decision. A school for learning disabled. And I didn't know, I showered every day, but I didn't know that you're supposed to do your laundry more than just when mom visits every 6 weeks. So I smelled bad, but I got an A in chemistry. And the reason why is because I invented 3 new molecules with my odor. I smelled so bad that when they gave me a single room there, the bed bugs asked to be transferred. So needless to say, I was picked on. My nickname for freshman year was Smiley. Sophomore year was Fag. Junior year was Go Kill Yourself. Senior year I was Michael. I made the full circle. So, so I was being picked on and all. And at the end of junior year, Columbine happened, and a teacher said, you know, that Michael kid, he smiles and then he snaps. I swear he's going to be a school shooter one day. Senior year, everybody wanted to be my best friend. They heard I was going to be a shooter. They wanted to be my best friend. So from there, I also passed science my classes because all my teachers had dyslexia, so they couldn't find any of my mistakes. They were as dumb as me. So I got all A's. Then in college, I had a little bit of a breakdown. College didn't work out, and I was diagnosed for a time with bipolar disorder. But then I went for a manicure, and my bipolar went away. Manicure cures bipolar. So, but more recently, I had a terrible Christmas last year because I had the most amazing girlfriend last year. The most amazing girlfriend. And they put me on my schizophrenia medicine, and she just disappeared. She stopped coming around. I've had a love-hate relationship with Christmas. That's why they told me to put this on. I was diagnosed as a kid with obsessive-compulsive disorder, but my real OCD is obsessive Christmas disorder. It's a disorder named for me. Now, I thought they don't name diseases after people, and then I found out that there's a disease named for Lou Gehrig called Lou Gehrig's disease. And can you believe he died of that disease? I mean, what are the odds of that? So I shared with someone here a little bit about my comedy. He noted that no one's going to get the Columbine joke. That was so long ago. And the good thing about jokes from a long time ago are I couldn't joke about that if it happened a month ago. After a period of time, you can laugh about it, like the Oklahoma City bombing, 9/11. I mean, what's the difference in Oklahoma City bombing and 9/11? Once again, foreigners proved that they can do a better job and a lot faster. Now, growing up, my parents could never find a babysitter for me. None of the family wanted to babysit me. He's a sweet kid, but I can't handle him. Everybody liked me in small doses. So she got one cousin of hers to babysit me. His name was Jeff. His last name was Dahmer. He had the most amazing recipes. So I brought some of his food here tonight. He's not living anymore, but I bring it whenever we go to parties. Now, there was a woman in the news at the time named Lorena Bobbitt. I was told to make this family friendly, so I won't go into too much detail, but there's no kids here. So you all know what she did to her husband. Well, my cousin Jeff, I called him Uncle Jeff, and I were walking down the road and we saw her. And he pointed to her and said, "You can eat that?" And she told us that whenever she sees Michael Jackson, he says, "Silly Lorena, dicks are for kids." Okay, that fell flat. The comedy club, they laughed to that. They were all drunk. So, but Lorena Bobbitt died, as a lot of you know. She was killed in a car wreck a few years ago when some dick on the highway cut her off. So, what are a few more current jokes that I can do. I don't watch any current news. I mean, if someone said do a Sean Diddy Combs joke, I was like, who's that? Is that the brother-in-law of my uncle who's married to a Combs? I had no idea. So but I can do all the old jokes from the 90s because all I did was watch the news. Like, what were Ronald Goldman's last words? Hey, look, it's O.J. Simpson. And there's some other jokes, but they're not exactly child-friendly, so I won't go into those. Now, Buddy the Elf, I looked up Buddy the Elf jokes, but they were all stupid, except the one about the HOA. A lot of these jokes are stolen from the AI, artificial intelligence. So a few last ones that I'm trying to think of. I can stall here. I can't stall like this at the comedy club. They'll chase me right off. I'm trying. So one joke was that when I was a kid, they said I might be a little autistic. I said to a doctor later, "Do you think I'm autistic?" He said, "No, you won't shut up. Autistic people don't talk a lot. You're just ADHD. You don't stop talking." And so now they gave me Ritalin, and that didn't do that good. And then they gave me Riddle Out, and that worked perfect. Riddle Out is what to do. Because the Ritalin riddled me out, and they gave me both, and I was a perfect mix. And that's how I came out like this. I came out of my mom's womb like this. I mean, I was conceived at Christmas time. My parents were in Denver in December. My father showed me the hotel. I had my parents go stay there with me for my 30th birthday and reenact it. Now, my mom's favorite child. She's got 5 kids. I'm her favorite by far, for 2 reasons. One, I don't have a wife. Closest I came to a date was a date my mother set me up on with a girl who didn't speak English, and she made my father go with us. I don't think that counts as a date. True story. And so she, and all the girl could say is, "I don't speak English." My mom was trying to spare me embarrassment. That's what mothers do. And the other closest I came to a date was the scene of a plane crash. Well, I was in college for a year. 2 planes crashed, and a girl asked me for a ride to the crash site. So there we had our date. So most comedians joke about their love life. I joke about my lack of love life. I can truly say there's only one woman in my life, and it's Mom. My sister won't talk to me. Not even in small doses. I mean, Mom will take me in small doses. So growing up being ADHD, my mom would always have to say, "Michael, stop. Michael, stop. Michael, no." So I can't wait till she gets to be 90 and I can be saying, "Mom, stop. Mom, stop. Mom, no." So that takes me to the finale, which is family jokes. My brother's adopted. He's Ethiopian. The rest of my brothers are all Irish. We go to see the great-grandmother at Christmas one year, and she says, "Thomas looks just like his grandfather, Jeffrey. Michael looks like his grandfather, TJ. Chris takes after his grandmother." Points to the Ethiopian brother. "Now, who does he look like?" He's Ethiopian. She was going blind. And but my brother always resented being adopted. Not because of any issue with adoption, but because he had to use utensils. Those of you who've eaten in an Ethiopian restaurant know they don't use utensils. I guess no one else has eaten there but me. My brother drags me there. Now, the same brother one day decided it would be clever to go to the bathroom in a cup and leave it out and see if Mom drinks it. It worked. Took her morning pills. Ironically, she fainted an hour later. True story. Last but not least, I am drawing a blank because I'm ADHD, so I'll end with my joke that I don't really have ADHD. Is that a butterfly? Hey, it's Christmas in 213 days. Who's watching the Orioles game tonight? I got to go to a meeting. So I'll conclude at that. I didn't have a planned script. Come see me at the comedy club. I'll be a little better. I'm trying to draw back some of the jokes I did at those, but I'm forgetting. Okay, thank you.
When are you at the comedy club?
Michael. What was that?
When are you at the comedy club?
I'll let Bob know next time I do. I signed up like a week before, and they let me know on a Saturday.
Where is it?
It's on King Street in Alexandria, the Beer Garden. BIER.
Okay.
And you have to sit through like 10 before mine. So some are funny, some are not. Some are mediocre like mine. My father went with me and said, "This is pretty lame. You could do this." So I don't know if that was an endorsement or not. Yeah. Oh, and